Hey there. I want to talk to you a little bit about TownStar. If you have not seen, if you're not sure how to get this far, this is for the cake build. If you're not sure how to get this far, the salty start is the initial starting off um, of this process, and it's just selling salt and getting to the point of having gasoline and all that business, having a functioning, self sufficient town. Then the next part is the butter and batter. And the butter and batter just gets us through the part where we are making uh, butter, and we had just started making batter. And so I felt like the video was getting too long, and bear with me if you've seen the rest of it. And um, basically, I just sold batter for the first time, and we got 5,400 points. So that's not a great deal of points, but um, it's it's helpful. We've already dropped down to 15th place. This is on the monthly server, so we still have a chance. You can actually get up pretty good if you play your cards right. Now, I tried when I started doing the batter. I decided, well, I'm going to need more flour, and so I tried going ahead and creating some more uh, windmills and got them making flour. Well, the problem with that is I had to activate all this wheat, and I have since deleted some. And so they weren't picking the sugar cane. And for anybody who's watching that hasn't watched before, this is sugar cane, and if I don't need it, I won't activate it. But it's in the self-growing spot that it doesn't need any watering. It uses passive water. However, with this right here in the way, that would shade this one, and this one. So if we have to activate just one, we'll do that one. Eventually, we'll get rid of that. But right now, we need electricity to build new buildings. So anyway, I ended up getting in a mess. It was they were working all this wheat, and then they were neglecting the sugar cane, and they were neglecting the salt fields. So we weren't having enough brine and sugar cane in order to make butter at a decent pace. So then we've been selling milk a lot, and it's just it wasn't working out right. So I had to delete some of the wheat and shut down those um, flour windmills. And the reason why I had to shut them down is I can't just not have wheat in here, because without wheat we have no um, milk or eggs. So we kind of have to have a surplus of wheat all the time. So right now I am going to add at least a couple of, I think I'll add a couple more over here. This actually, these two spots are kind of right off this paved road, and so windmills would probably be good for over here. And if you're just tuning in and you see the cows right up next to the salt, and you see that I'm going to be building a windmill right next to the salt, salt is not affected by shade. Okay, so it doesn't care. It just don't care. Okay, so basically that's where we are. I'm hoping that probably once I get this stuff going and I have a consistent way to make the batter, then if you notice, he just brought some out, and that's so cute. He's such a little cutie guy. Okay, so when we have the batter going, it's actually going pretty good. He's already made two since we've been talking. And anyway, once I get that going and can sustain two of the cakeries, that's a cakery, these are bakeries. These bakeries are for the butter, and the cakery is for the batter and for the cakes. Okay, and you can make other things in a bakery. Let me show you. You can make dough, and you can make baguettes. And I don't typically do like a baking town. So basically, I have done the butter and the batter and the cakes, and I have done the pumpkin pies, and those are made with the cakery, and they don't appear to be that big of a deal, but I don't know if you know, but pumpkins require 20 water. So, and they require a road, and they require 20 water. So they are a little bit of a pain to grow, and I think they take 5 minutes or so to grow. We can actually look at that. So that, like I say, that's not as straightforward and easy as you would think. It's just a road. It doesn't say, and it tells you they require a lot of water. They really do. But if you use wind pumps, you could do it. I prefer not to do it. They had a mayhem and mayhem. I can't say it properly, but I grew them then. I did the pumpkin pies, and I was just starting out with the game, so it really was not a simple thing for me. I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and do two of these tractors, and might as well make some more lumber since we're going to be using tin lumber. So I'm back down to pinching pennies, but I'm going to, once these guys get built, what I'm going to do is try filling in probably I don't know if I want to put all 4 of them, but I guess it won't hurt since I've got 3 farmers that I'm adding. I put one over here. I don't know if you just noticed that, or I'm sure I called it out, pretty sure. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead then and put wheat back on the menu and see how we do. And I'm going to, once I do that, I'm going to turn on some of these windmills, but I might I'm just going to go ahead and turn all 4 of these on, and then turn on as many windmills as it takes to keep the wheat used up, except for what I feel like they need over here. They are doing really good on the ranching side of things, which is unusual for me. Usually I struggle with the ranching, but the cows and chickens seem to be doing pretty well for me this time. So maybe this setup. So if you're having trouble, you might change your setup around a little bit and see if it helps. I don't know. I don't really know what the secret is to it, but I do have 6 ATVs versus 3 cows and a chicken. So they are being tended to pretty good ratio of workers per, it's about almost 2. If you don't count the chicken, it's 2 to 1 on the cows. So anyway, I'm going to let these 2 buildings finish building, and then I'll have 2 tractors. I'm going to turn on these wheat fields and then activate some of these windmills to make wheat or flour. So I'll be back. Okay, I have ramped up sugar production a little bit. I've activated a few of these and added a couple more windmills doing sugar. I added 2 over here and 2 over here. So I feel like we're picking up the production of that. The only thing is, batter could be better. And so after I do my next cell, I'll probably try and put another cakery here doing batter. So if we can get at least 2 doing batter, then we could think about getting one that does cakes, and then we probably need one more doing batter if we can get the whole process. We might actually have to put a couple more bakeries doing butter in order to facilitate that, but we'll take it one step at a time. I think we'll be better served to try and do another batter making cakery. So I'll be back. Okay, I have built this stuff out. I've still got a few like lumberjacks I put in to help out. At one point I ran out of wood, and so I could put another lumberjack here, remove this one, put one here, and then probably remove those, loggers, and then remove those 2. But I'm making do okay right now on that. So what I want to do, I'm not feeling real strong on flour, but I have used up just about all the space there is. So what I want to do is go ahead and put another cakery here making batter. And so what I'll probably do is just put a couple more windmills doing flour, and then go ahead and plant this other wheat spot and see if that helps improve anything. So that's what I'm going to do. Not sure what I'm selling right now. It looks like it was trying to sell something, but it got canceled. Maybe salt. Yeah, I've still got my script selling salt at 10. I probably want to change that, but it's not that big of a concern. I'm doing pretty well on salt. Like I say, need to get this done, and then when I have the 3 making batter, hopefully it won't be long, and I will have enough to create the cakery that is going to do the cakes, the actual cakes. So that will be exciting. All right, I'll be back. I forgot to mention I added another chicken coop over here. I didn't need that other salt field, so I went ahead and did that because it seemed like I was running short on eggs. I'm not understanding quite why, but regardless of why I was, so I did that. And then also I added 2 more ATVs over here where I had space, so I've got those in place also, but I forgot to mention that. All right, I'll be back. All right, I think we are doing okay. We just got done selling eggs and flour, and I'm not really loving that, but I want to go ahead and put a cakery over here and go ahead and get it set up for cakes. So that's in game where we are. I'll be right back when they get it built, and I'll show you the setting up of it. All right, it's built. Now I'm going to set it to make cakes, and so I hope you saw that. It takes 3 batter, 10 sugar, and 3 energy that we have since we built it next to the power plant. And we have several sugar and 3 batter, over 3 batter. So our first one should go pretty quickly. So I'll come back and show you the cake when he makes it, and show you how much it's going to sell for. I'll be right back. All right, we produced our first cake, and by the way, I am building another tractor because I think we need to speed up some of our processes. Maybe we're not getting enough wheat to these cows. I don't know what the holdup is exactly, but anyway, sorry about that. I am dealing with it trying to sell stuff. Let me be right back. All right, sorry about that. So what we got is we got a cake, one cake, and I told you building another tractor, but if we look, we can see that our cakes are going to sell for $2,086,500. So that is pretty awesome. It's going to take a while for that to happen, but I think that I've gotten you to this end game, and this is pretty much all there is to it. You just keep making cakes and sell them now, and so that's pretty exciting. The cakes are pretty cool looking, and so that's about it. One cake. So I hope this was helpful and informative. Thank you for watching, and like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.